Hey guys, welcome back to my Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Deb C, and the place to be, it's Deb C. Boop, that's me. Boop, Deb C. Hey guys, and happy Monday. I hope everybody had a great weekend. If it is 6 o'clock in the morning or when you are seeing this, that means that number one, I'm not up yet, and number two, that means that it is Motivational Mornings with me, Deb C. So let's get right into it. Okay, so my quote for today is from, I have Queen Liz, because that's how I knew her, Queen Liz, Queen Elizabeth II. And the quote is, "It is often the small steps and not the giant steps that bring about the most lasting change," which is true because I found that any journey worth taking and any undertaking usually is made up of thousands of small steps. So just think about that. If you are looking to make a change, just know that it's not going to come quickly. I mean, maybe it will, but most things don't. And it's going to take thousands, if not millions, of small steps to get to where you want to be. So just remember, it's often the small steps, not the giant leaps, that bring about the most lasting change. Okay, here is a fact from pop culture history. So in this day in 1885, the Statue of Liberty arrived in New York City, but it was in pieces. It was originally called, it's also called the Liberty Enlightening the World. And after everything was put together, including the base that it stands on, it was dedicated on October 28th, 1886. 3 fun facts I found out. Okay, so cornflakes, you know, the cereal cornflakes. It was invented by John Harvey Kellogg in 1894. But did you know that a little bit after it was invented, his church had come to him and had said, listen, we need to use your flakes. We need to use your golden flakes. What did they use it for? Well, they used them to actually, this is gonna sound crazy, but they used them to suppress sexual impulses and desires. So they thought that the lack of flavor would fight off desire and would suppress horniness. That's what it said. The church used his flakes to suppress horniness because of the lack of flavor. So if you want to fight off that need to be intimate, just get some cornflakes, I guess. The second quote, or the second fact I came up with, Canadians eat more let's start over. Canadians actually eat more Kraft mac and cheese than Americans. They eat like 55% more Kraft macaroni and cheese. So there we go. So that blue box is heading up north quite a bit, I guess. And lastly, Winnie the Pooh. We all love Winnie the Pooh. Who doesn't love Winnie the Pooh? I mean, he is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, like cartoon character of all time. I tell you who doesn't like Winnie the Pooh. That is one particular Polish playground. Yes, a playground in Poland. I don't know in which city. It's in Poland. They decided to ban Winnie the Pooh. Why? Because he doesn't wear pants. But listen, it's not his fault. He was drawn that way. He just doesn't wear pants. He wears a top. So there we go. I guess don't wear any Winnie the Pooh when you go to that playground in Poland. All right. So the birthdays that we're looking at, born in 1943, Barry Manilow. Barry Manilow is 84 today. I thought this was crazy. He's had 50 top 40 hits. 50. And you think, and you're like, I don't know that I like him. I mean, easy listening, But then you hear some of his songs and you're like, wait a minute. I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe I do kind of like him. I was the same way for a little while about Neil Diamond. I was like, I don't know if I like Neil Diamond. And then I listened and I was like, wait a minute, I love that song. I love that song. I like Neil Diamond. I was reading, in some of my reading though, I cannot remember exactly where it was, but there was, let me see if I can find it. Wait, talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I'm back. I found it. Okay, this is what I thought was interesting. It says, Manilow made headlines because in June of 2006, Australian officials were blasting his music from 9 p.m. until midnight. That was every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to deter gangs of youths from congregating in residential areas. So that's, and also then again in February of 2022 in New Zealand, authorities kind of did the same thing. They there was protesters who were camped outside the country's parliament building to protest the COVID-19 no, I can't say, I don't know that I can say it, the beer that cannot be named vaccine mandates, and I guess to get them away, to drive them away, they played Barry Manilow songs. So there we go. I don't know. When I read that, I was like, boy, that's interesting. I don't know that it would drive me away, but if you're a kid, I guess it would. Okay, born in 1951, Joe Piscopo. He's 1973. He's 73 this year. Listen, there's two people that you have to have in a gangster movie for it to be a gangster movie for me, and that's Robert De Niro and Joe Piscopo. You can't tell me The Goodfellas is not one of the best movies. Love it. But here's the thing I didn't know. When I took my mom to see Jersey Boys, I did not know that he knew Frankie Valli, he knew these guys, and he was a part of them getting together. I did not know that. Okay, born in 1963, is actor Greg Kinnear. He is 64. Born in 1970 was Will Forte. He is 64. He was, you know him from Saturday Night Live. He has OCD. He is kind of pretty open about it, which is good because, the more that you can get any kind of behavioral health conditions or diagnosis is out there and talk about it, that removes the stigma. And lastly, Venus Williams. She was born in 1980. She is 44. I found this to be very interesting because back in 2006, she had written an essay that appeared and that was published in the Times. And she basically was accusing Wimbledon of being on the wrong side of history. She was fighting for equal pay for female tennis players. And Tony Blair, the British Prime Minister at the time, Tony Blair, and Parliament had gotten behind her and had said, listen, we would like for you to head this up. The governing body that, that is over tennis had heard about this. And she finally, after Billie Jean King had tried to do the same thing, Venus Williams had got it done. It was Venus Williams who was able to get the governing body of tennis to pay men and women equally in equal prize money. And she became the first woman to benefit from the equalization of prize money at Wimbledon in 2007. She was paid just as much as Roger Federer. So that's good for you. I mean, thank you, Venus Williams, for your fight and for your dedication to that. So that is all that I have for this morning. Listen, you can do it. Listen, also, The affirmations are over there. I'm not going to get up and get them. They're over there. So my affirmation to you is that, listen, you can do this. You might think that you can't. You might have some, roadblocks or some stumbles today, but that's all it is. It's just a hiccup. You can reset at any time. So, listen, I know you can do it. If Potato was here, Potato would tell you too. You can do it. So with that, what was I going to say? I say it every time. So with that, if nobody told you yet today, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, positivity, and understanding out there. Please put it out there so it can come right back at you. Let's take care of one another. And let's, number one, please be aware of your surroundings. Number two, please stay safe. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow for a recap and a rant about, definitely a rant about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you and have a great day. No, I'll see you later today. What? Have a great day. And I'm off to court. Bye, guys. Not real court. Tomorrow I'm in virtual court with Emily D. Baker. Sorry. Bye, guys.